What's going on YouTube? NoSense305 here with a DIY video. As I'm sure you can guess what we're doing here, I'm going to do a DIY wet dry. I'm going to be doing it for my 48-gallon saltwater tank because the wet dry that I have is just not big enough. So this is going to be very inexpensive build. This is going to be a $12 tank that I got actually for free because it used to be the one in the back, which is my fry tank that I replaced with my Eclipse system. You're gonna need some egg crate. You're gonna need some tie straps, black, white, whatever you want. You're gonna need some sort of media, and you're going to need wire cutters, which cuts the egg crate very, very easy, and a drip tray. You can make a drip tray out of anything. A drawer, a piece of plastic. It's basically just even holes where the water will be distributed over your media. Now, you're going to be using a wet dry for media that is not submerged. It's going to be above the water line, and the water is going to trickle down from here over these where the bacteria is going to collect. I already have some seeded, and I'm just going to take out and put in. So let's get with the video. A lot of people do sumps and wet dries differently. I'm just going to show you my version. You can take your glass panes and you can cut off your own space so that the water comes down. It goes up over a channel, falls down again, gets to your tray. But what I'm doing is I'm basically going to be taking a 10-gallon tank. I'm going to be putting in, as you can see, I already cut my egg crate. By the way, the egg crate is about 10 bucks as well for a 4x2 sheet, which is 3 times as much as I need here. So basically, you take your egg crate, you're going to basically section off how big you want your area to be. Now, for me, because of the fact that I want this area bigger, because I have a very large return pump and a protein skimmer that's going to go here. So I'm going to have not too much space for my biomedia because I don't have that big of a footprint on my tank. I only have a few fish in there. They're saltwater fish, not too big of a fish. Anyway, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take this, I'm going to section it off how big I want it. I already cut it to size. Cutting it to the specifications that you need are going to be something that you do on your own time. I'm not going to waste any time on how to do that because obviously I don't know what you need. I'm just telling you what I need. So right here is basically the box that we're going to be doing. I did it. I'm just going to take some zip ties. I'm going to zip tie this in place. Okay. But before I do that, I just want to show you a rough draft of how this is going to go. So I'm going to put this drip tray right above it. This actually came from off the wet dry that I have already, so I'm basically going to use the same thing. So basically my overflow is going to feed this, the water is going to go through here, it's going to fill water here, the water here is going to then drip down through the bio balls, and then it's going to be at the bottom where there's going to be about, I don't know, give it about 4 or 5 inches of water. Okay, now under that I'm going to have a few things. I'm going to have ceramic media, and I'm also going to have some chemical filtration that actually a YouTuber by the name of Jordan Watkins gave me. It's phosphate filtration to take some of the phosphate out of it. Okay, then once the water drips down through here, it's then going to fill in the water here to where I'm going to have my protein skimmer in this area, and I'm going to have my return pump here that's going out. So I'm going to zip tie. Well, I have everything cut out. You see how it looks. I'm going to start with the zip tying of this now. So just give me a second. Let me zip tie it all up. Be right with you. Alright guys, so I have the egg crate in here. I created my box with a shelf there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see. There's the shelf right there. So I'm going to fill this part with bio balls. I'm going to stick my drain tray on top. and I'm going to stick my ceramic media there. Let me do that. Alright, so now I have ceramic rings down there, which is submerged. I have some more ceramic rings that I'm going to put there. I also have some chemical media that I'm going to put in here in this chamber as well. The bio balls aren't going to move too much. I'm going to take my drip tray. I'm going to now put my drip tray in here by, wait for it. Well, you guys get the idea. I'm going to stick the drip tray in here. I'm going to secure it in a little bit. Now I have way more room to maneuver this however I wanted to. In my old sump, in my old wet dry, I didn't have enough room. So I'm going to show you it running in a little bit after I get everything cleaned up. But yeah, this is basically my DIY wet dry that I made for about 16 bucks, but it didn't cost me that much because I had the tank, I had the egg crate laying around, had the drip tray, and this is my old equipment that I had already, that's my return pump with a ball valve on here. So this wet dry actually didn't cost me anything, but I just wanted to show you guys how I did it. Well, give me a second, let me set this up and I'll show it to you running. Alright guys, well here it is in progress and working right now. That is my protein skimmer that's dropping onto a biological sponge there. The protein skimmer working. The water comes in. I don't know if you guys can see because of the glare, but look at the water dripping. It drips right down onto the bio balls. Then to the submerged ceramic media. Then it goes over here to get sucked in through my pump there in the middle. Sorry about the glare. But in order to get there, it's either going to have to go around the biological sponge, through the ceramic media, and through the phosphate chemical media that I have there. So there you have it, guys. For me, this was a free wet dry out of a 10-gallon tank. Feel free to make your own. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, comment, tell me what you think, and there you go. Got the tank working great. Alright guys, No Sense here. Have a good one.